Welcome to this new podcast. If you are new to our podcast, I welcome you and thank you for joining NTSL Family of Winners. If you have not already done so, please take a time out now to like and subscribe to the podcast and leave a review whenever you can. That action is good for both of us. This will ensure that you get an alert when there is a new dose of wisdom on things to do with your family and your finance. This is a podcast not for entertainment. Our podcast is for those seeking and craving obsession for a great change in their life in the areas of family and finance. NTSL Wisdom Mining Center is a place for transference of timeless knowledge and actionable strategy for success without the pain of loss. This is where wisdom lives, because success is 80% wisdom. And if you have wisdom, you will have your world under your control. It has been proven that if you listen to a thing 7 times over, you will remember 98% of it as it goes into the subconscious part of your mind, what the Bible calls your heart. That is where they are stored. It makes you one with what you hear. If you take a note on the other hand, you will only remember about 68% of what you hear. If you only listen and don't take a note, the chances are that you will only remember about 38% to 40%. So the choice is yours. So what is wisdom? Wisdom is all about making a critical decision with your head, using facts and timeless principle. Please never use your heart where your emotion live, because it is never reliable. When you hear people say that nobody knows tomorrow, what they're actually telling you is that they have very little wisdom. Those who plan for tomorrow are always ahead in the game of life. Somebody who is wise can see the future. Most of seeing into the future is basically an adjoint of wisdom, not to do with prophecy. In the book of Numbers chapter 12, the good Lord says, if there is a prophet among you, he will make himself known to him in visions and in dreams. That's not what we are talking about today. You want to be a father with a lot of wisdom, because a lot of responsibility rests on your shoulders to correctly navigate your family's journey onwards and upwards. That is the responsibility and the burden of being a father. Also, I want to sincerely thank all of you for all that you do in telling other folks about the show, because without you doing that, there is no way to explain the steady growth that we enjoy. So thank you so much for keeping up with the great work and going out of your way to do just that. I'm David Eyiangho, your father-led home coach, with a life mission to turn the hearts of the fathers back to their children, back to their wife, and back to their home. My end goal in life is really to point all men back to the kingdom of the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Israel. I really want the good Lord to use me as one of his tools to point male men back to him. The key reason we are having so many problems in society today is because of fatherless home. Any law enforcement department in the country, in any country of the world, will confirm that to be true. So that is a thing that I'm really focused on. So our topic today is on discover your great final destination. Today I want to help you discover if deep down you are a reality denier. In this podcast, I will run through some of the statements that will help you to do just that. Anyone who is a staunch denier of reality, how the world really works, that person will end up with a life full of regrets down the line. So, like you know me, I don't fill up my podcast. So we're going to start with statement number 1. Masculinity and creativity are nurtured by a good woman in your life. Creativity gives you disproportionate advantage in making money, among other things, building your business, how you relate to other children on earth. That is a reality and how the world really works. Number 2, having a good wife is a huge asset in building a business. Women are great in getting people to know you, like you, and do business with you. Women have a natural gift for doing just that, among other multitudes of things. That is a reality and how the world really works. Number 3, investors are much more eager to invest in a happily married man than that man that is single. This is because a strong intuitive sense of the future is very valuable in business. That is a reality and how the world really works. Number 4, respect is earned, not commanded instead of demanded. Yes, you have to earn your respect. So turn your life into a man that will command respect. Parents who demand that their children respect them will sound like buffoons. That is a reality and how the world really works. Number 5, your spirituality is essentially your soul. That is your uniqueness that puts you well above those they call sophisticated animals that only really behave by instinct. Our other uniqueness is our ability to speak, like I'm speaking to you right now. That is why you never see any animal domesticating a human being, male man or female man. That should be common sense, but of course, common sense is not common these days. So when you strip away the spiritual parts of life from a human being who are already hardwired to need a spiritual dimension, you will end up with sick people. That is why you can never cure spiritual torments from atrophied spiritual quality, which is what we know today as mental health to most of the world. You cannot cure mental health with any drug. That is not hard to understand. Please. That is a reality and how the world really works. Number 6, marriage is a contractual commitment. Nothing about love. This has not changed, even regardless of 60 years of feminist ideology, and regardless of several decades of seriously aggressive socialistic indoctrination in most Western world. The bottom line is that what a woman wants from a man and what a man wants from a woman still remains true for men and women today as it was 5,000 years ago. True love is the natural consequence of commitments, efforts put in the marriage over a period of time. That is a reality and how the world really works. The Holy Bible, the only book that has never been out of print in over 500 years, is the human creator's manual that contains ultimate revelation of laws and principles given to mankind to live successful and fulfilled life on earth. This is a book that cannot be ignored irrespective of your faith. The principles and the laws to live a successful life on earth are for mankind. They are not just for people of you call faith, either faith in the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Israel. That is a reality and how the world really works. Number 7, okay, I think this is number 8. Number 8, marriage is spiritual in nature, where a man and a woman come together to form a union called a family. The number one thing on the mind of God concerning human connection, for peace and for our prosperity. It is not healthy, it is not wholesome for two men to raise a child or for two women to raise a child. Please, I want you to take note of that. No matter what you think in your life as a human being, it does not take a village to raise a child. But the only right way to raise a child to become model citizen in society is when there is a woman and a man present in that home. That is a reality and how the world really works. Number 9, this is about people who live only in the present. They care very little about the future or the past. So a young boy who goes into debt to purchase a fancy computer is living only in the present. If he could feel the future and know the pleasure of a growing savings account, he will make a different choice. If he knew anything of past cycles of tough economic times, he will make wiser decisions. That is a reality and how the world really works. Number 10. This is about a family without a real father. Boys raised with a mother and a father married to each other do not generally end up in prison, because the overwhelming majority of guys in prison don't even know their fathers. This is a big problem. And that is a reality and how the world really works. Number 11. This is about why age is not just a number. The big lie out there at the moment over so many decades. Please don't fall for this big lie. Did you know that our Creator, the good Lord, gives the guardrails, the blueprint for what we must do before we are the age of 28, 30 years old? Yes. There is right age for each and everything on earth, including human. This is because age is never just a number. What you should be doing when you are 20, between the age of 18 and 28 years old, is different for male and female. The numbers themselves are not so much important. What is important is that there is a progression through life. Yeah. Are you a woman who says to herself, I really would like to be a mother and to have a family and to make that realization when she is 39? This is really, really sad, because age is not just a number. Are you a man that worked for employers in the last 43 years? This man only proved that he was maybe good at maintaining other people's vision. He died and buried his vision in the cemetery. The world will never get to hear from him or got blessed by that awesome gift that the good Lord created him. That's the reason He created him and put him here on earth. All wasted. That is a reality and how the world really works. Number 12. I think we will. This will be our last one for today, and it is about wisdom. Wisdom is knowing what to do because you know how the world really works. Wisdom is much more tied to success in life because you can be a very good computer programmer or a very good aeronautical engineer with very high IQ and have a totally messed up life. But if you have wisdom, then you don't have a messed up life. You will have control over your life because success is 80% wisdom. For example, a person who can't control his or her anger, it means they have very little or no wisdom. And it can destroy their life, their family, their friendships, and the way they interact with other human beings to thrive and to prosper on earth. But the good news is that our Creator gave us the antidote to anger. That is a reality and how the world really works. So in summary, when you understand the way the world really works, you are called a person of wisdom, wise person. You will start to live by principles. Living by principles is integrity. And your integrity will protect you, will protect your family, will protect your business, will protect those that you are leading in the right direction of life. If you are not a wise person, you are clearly a reality denier. The consequences of your reality denying, burying your head in the sand, they are waiting for you down the edge with a package of a list of regrets. So if you can work hard at adjusting your life to function in line with how the world really works, then your great destination in life will be a place called success and fulfillment. So if you need help with any of these issues I have talked about today and others, please contact us today at ntsl.com/discovery. That is ntsl.com/discovery, and we can think together. We have special online coaching session that will help you ramp up your efforts in building wealth steady, building your family steady. Remember, in the ever-changing world, always focus and depend on things that never change. That is the principles and the laws of God. There lies your joy, your success, your fulfillment, your prosperity without sorrows. And that is all we have time for today. So I want to thank you for listening. Please let me know your number one takeaway from this show. Until next week, I wish you a week of positive progress with your friendship, your faith, your finances, your fitness, and of course your family. This is David Eyiangho. Remember, NTSL coaching is a safe place in an unsafe world. Have a great week. Talk to you next week. Stay safe and stay blessed.